Hello, good day to all of you. My name is Blair and welcome to another OS operating system. Today we're gonna take a look into Ubuntu Mate in our OS series. So it is the first quarter of 2024 and this version of Mate is actually the 22.04.4, which is the LTS version. Right now it is in our virtual machine, and of course it is running in live mode, so this is not yet installed. That's why, as you can see, we have this icon right here, which is the installation, but I didn't yet install it. It is still in our virtual box. So let's try to look into this Ubuntu Mate. Let's try to see if we have a welcome page. They have welcome page. Welcome. Thank you for downloading Ubuntu Mate. So it is not mate but Mate. Okay. Let's try to see on the other side. Oh, so they have the introduction feature, the installation help, the community at the same time, and of course the installation and the chat room to get you help into this operating system and discover all those stuff right here, including the get involved if you are a developer and you want to help the development of the Ubuntu Mate 22.04 or in different version of this Mate. But of course, this coming 2024, the first quarter, there will be a new version and it's gonna be launched this coming April 30. Yeah, I think it is the last week of April. And of course, I'm so excited to see that one. But before it will be changed into the 24.04, let's try to see the 22.04. If you want to donate a small amount, big amount, it's up to you. And at the same time, right here, they have a button on the lower right. We have the change of theme and the layout. So let's start with their website first. So let's click the website. So the website is ubuntu-mate.org, and this is a retrospective futuristic community development of Ubuntu-based operating system that is beautiful and integrate with the Mate desktop environment. It is in a nutshell stable, easy to use operating system with the configuration of desktop environment and ideal for those who want to most out of their computer and of course preference in traditional desktop metaphor. With the modest hardware requirement, it only require, let me see what are their requirement. Okay, not yet. So we're gonna take a look into that hardware. If you have the modern workstation, single board computer, or old hardware, Mate will be modern computer fast and old computer will be stable and of course usable. They have all the information right here. Let's try to see the abouts. Okay, you have the abouts right here. What is Ubuntu Mate? The system requirement, history, team, and testimony. So let me see. So the system requirement for this operating system, Ubuntu Mate, a minimum of dual core with AMD or Intel CPU architectural, and of course with 1 minimum gigabytes random access memory, or recommended of 4 gigabytes of random access memory, and the storage will be a minimum of 8 gigabytes, that is why I'm sometimes using the Linux in my flash drive, because it's just only like very small. That is why our cell phones are using Linux, and it is called Android. And of course, the Ubuntu Mate recommended most if you have a lot of documents to, like, not to be like heavy in files. You can use a storage of 16 gigabytes. That is for the old computers, probably. You still have the old computers, well, you can reuse it, and of course install a Linux operating system. And the boot will be either with your CD-ROM or your flash drive, so you can put it on your DVD, CD, or USB drive to put a bootable media so that you can install it. Okay, so the minimum requirements for the display is 768 display, and I'm using right now a 1080 display. So let me see. How easy? Well, let's try to see that one later. The history of Ubuntu Mate, it was a project begin with Martin and Alan. They sit around and later in the kitchen a table and first started the years earlier, like Martin's quest to restore the desktop, which is very easy for his wife. And of course, time goes by and eventually led to right now a retrospective futuristic desktop environment. Cool, right? You can check out the ubuntumate.org abouts into the history of Ubuntu Mate. So let's try to close this one. So the desktop user interface is a little bit like modern futuristic type. Of course, they have the upper dock and the lower dock right here. So the upper dock has the menu or the start menu button, plus the quick launch right here, which is the Firefox. So if you want to just easily just click the Firefox, you could click that one. Of course, you can also add some more. For example, if I want to add a office like the writer, just drag it right here on the top and you have a quick launch. So that's how you add a quick launch right here on the Ubuntu Mate 22.04. Either on the new Mate will be the same, of course. On the right side, in the upper dock, you have this one, the upload download, which is your internet connection information. You have also the notification right here if you don't want to be disturbed or you want to just clear it out. You have the battery right here, plus the volume, plus the information right here. Like if you want to over mode it, it's up to you. I probably like to have the increase of volume because of I'm using the laptop, not the desktop. You have also the clock. Wow, it's so early. So you also have the power button, so it is easy to shut down. About the computer, help, bug report, your system settings, log out, suspend, and shut down. Let's open the system. So the system has the information right here from the printer if you want to add a printer configuration. Let's try to open that one. So I didn't have any configured, so just click add and you can add your printer. That's how easy right here on Linux. Your software configuration and updates right here, your software boutique, where you can discover and install your application. You don't need to go to a website, a third-party website, just like the Windows. That is why Windows is very dangerous in comes to application, because they recommend to just go to a website even it is not verified as a good or bad website, where maybe it has a malicious. That is why last time we have the XZ backdoor malicious thing, that you could like go to a backdoor and then access the computer. So that is why if you are using Linux, it is secure and safe compared to Windows, that they were like, oh, you just go to a website, whatever. We don't care. so so right here in Linux, you have all the community that helps you all over the world. That is why Linux is very safe and secure compared to other operating system. And if this is a community base, so community base, which means you have all over the world who are trying to look for evidence of malicious virus. So that is why it is so safe and secure compared to other operating system. Okay, let's go to the software updates. This is how you show the updates and the installation. It doesn't mean that updates will destroy your computer, but in Linux we improve, not to like in Mac or Windows. When you update, sometimes they restrict you from accessing your application sometimes. So here in Linux, we look into the update as a safe and secure. If we saw that is a malicious application or something, that is why we have the installation of the updates, to make it secure, not to prevent you from doing. So if there is a malicious, sometimes we remove it, sometimes we remove that script of malicious malware virus. Of course, we have the welcome page right here. Additional information about your hardware, network, your looks, like the appearance. Later on, we will take a look into the appearance. We have the bottom dock right here. So we have the workspace, second workspace, third workspace, fourth workspace. So as you can see, you have the buttons right here for the opened application. So if I try to go to the second workspace, you have another workspace that is completely changed, like there's no application that you open. But if you return right here into the first workspace, you have all your opened application. And of course, let me see, you have also the recycle bin right here. So let me see if I have a trash right here, a desktop shortcut key. So as you can see, it is a file, so we could like delete it, remove it by, of course, clicking the trash, and empty the trash, click it, and then there you have it. There is no trash anymore. Okay, let me see. What is this? So this is the click to or hide the desktop that is like here. Okay, so that is our desktop UI. So let's go back to the appearance. The appearance, let me open, make it big. So the theme, you can change the theme right here if you want the original. You have also the dark right here. So let's click dark right there. You can also use the blue, light blue there. You can also click this one if you want the red accent, or the green dark. So this is how easy the appearance of the theme You can download it also at the same time through the online theme, the official online theme of Mate desktop.org/themes. So that is how our Ubuntu. So let me see. So as you can see, it is already dark black. Let me open back to our themes. So the background, let's go to the background. Let me a little bit minimize so that you could see. So we have these different types of wallpaper, which is very cool. Wow. You can have all of this. Of course. Yeah, this is what I like. It's basically like the wallpaper and background screensaver of most of our operating system, like including the Mac OS. Yes, they also have that one. We also have this one, very cool. So this is the green one is the default. We also have different types of wallpaper right here. Let me move this one. So cool. Yeah, very cool. So you have all of this made by our different developers. You can also get more of the artwork on the ubuntu-mate.community/c/multimedia/artwork to download your background wallpaper. Fonts. So if you are wondering if it is too small, you can always make it bigger. Like I want to have like 13, so yeah, you can use the 13. Even this one, let's click 13. This one too, 13, so that it will be visible, not to be like obscured by something. So it is much clearer, right? Doesn't mean that you need to have the eyeglasses or the magnifying glass just to hide your fonts. You can also change what kind of application. For example, this one, I want to have the italicized version, so I select it. And of course, if I want the application windows will be like italicized medium, select it. As you can see, there it is. It changed. So the interface also, you can show the bottom, the menu, but I don't want to hide. Okay, so that is the appearance. So you also have the indications right there, the menu. You can edit the menu like this one. So you can change whatever you want right here. So kind of cool, right? So if you put the programming, you can also put others, games, show all the items. And of course, you have the pop-up notification if you want to be notified. The Planck preference, Mate tweaks. So let's put the trash, the network. Okay, you can put it everything there. The panels right here, Windows. So your personal information right here also. And of course, your screensaver. Let's review the screensaver. Alright. Folder. Pop. GNOME. Cosmos random. How about Cosmos? I want to preview this one. Is it? Wow. Let's close that one. So yeah, all the controls right here. How about the application? Okay, application. So we have all the application right here from the accessories. Yes, we have the genome maps right here, clock. Let me go down here. We have the take the screenshot. If you want to take screenshot, either grab the whole desktop or current windows, or grab select only this one. Yeah, so you can screen copy it. So the administration, you have the printer, software boutique, which is the installation and discover of the application you are looking for, the updates right here, graphics. They have all the graphics right here, the image viewer, scanner, the internet. You have the transmission for to download BitTorrents. Office, they use the LibreOffice suite. Preference, your appearance and all those stuff, even your desktop display and keyboards. If you want to have the keyboards show the virtual keyboards. Of course, your video for your webcam, your music player and your video player. You also have the system tools, gparted, deb. If you have the deb package, so you can use the gdeb package installer, analyzer, and all those stuff, plus the power statistics, your universal access. Of course, you have also your control system. Yeah, software boutique. So let's try to take a look into the software. It will take loads of application. So the software boutique has all those stuff that you need. Just type it right here. What are you looking for? You also have the news right here and the preference, how to install it. So for example, if I'm looking for the OBS, just type and then enter. You have OBS. This software is not supported by Ubuntu but requires a trusted. So it has a trusted third-party repository to install. So which means it is trusted and it is a third party. So you are safe from any virus. Safe mode of installing, not to have like the sketchy website. So it will provide you the trusted third party. So right there you also have Stellarium. Wow, I love Stellarium. So let's try to download Stellarium. I really love this one. So apply. So it is now preparing to install. Okay, it updates our cache. Changes has been applied. And it is now installing the package. So it will take time to install it because of your speed of your internet. That's how safe the Linux operating system. That is why the internet is basically using Linux as the operating system. So Linux operating system together with the GNU, and that's why most servers are using GNU and Linux. So it is now installed. Cool. Gcomprise. Let's install. Alright. And the internet, of course, they are not sending you malicious and receiving malicious and virus internet. So it's just only ping right here. There is a ping. That is your IP address that is waiting for something to download or something, right? So I think I showed almost everything, so let's try to have our conclusion. Well, easy to install. It is not too hard. It is between Mac and Windows like, so it is not so hard to have this learning curve. It is like basically it is Mac type because it has the Mac right here. The menu is up here, just like the Apple Mac. Even the time and date is like Mac. Yeah, they have the Windows, which is they also have this type of like show, click to restore the Windows, hidden, blah 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 thing. They also have the switching of the workspace, so it's kind of cool. You can change the background from this background like we have right now, so you can also change it like that, change like this, even like this, or even you want to have a colorful thing, or maybe it is a little bit of the globe. They also have the live right here. It will change from time to time, so the learning curve is so easy. But if you are like closed-minded, of course you will say, oh, this is not like Windows. Of course it is not Windows. And if you are like using the Mac, well, you will say like, oh yeah, it is feels like Mac. So yep, so that is our learning curve. Kind of cool, right? So you can manipulate everything what you want right here. This is not like Windows that you are basically like you're on your own, and then they will say, oh, this is very safe. This is no, they just wanted to market it like that. So yep, so if you are really into the computing world, it is mostly like done like this. But of course, I was using computers since when I was very small, going back to the 80s, 90s, and early 2010s, and right now 2020s. Yes. It is awesome to see the changes in the computer. Plus, if you are using the old Windows 3.11 and Windows 95, it's basically like that one. It's just modern. You can use it on the old computer at the same time if Windows 95 is a little bit like struggling already. So I think you can use this one as your operating system. It's basically like Windows 95, Windows XP, or Windows 3.1. I think 3.1 or 3.11 is a bit not like this. It is different, but it's basically very easy to have this learning curve. So yeah, if you want to install deb file, of course, always go to the Debbie. Where's the Debbie? Where's Debbie? I forgot. Okay. Oh, okay. There is the Debbie, the deb file. If you want to install it, so you're not struggling to install the deb package. Cool. So that's it for now for our Linux operating system called Ubuntu Mate. The version 2022 April, that is why 22.04, version 4 LTS, which means it is long-term support. I'm Blair for your OS operating system. Catch another episode of OS next time. If you have some question, feel free to ask me. Write it in the comments down below. I'm your science teacher, Blair. Bye for now and see you in the next episode. Ciao. Shut down.